Hello, everyone. Hello. How is everyone doing today? Welcome aboard for today little game of TTRPG. Blue, what are you doing in here? What are you doing in here, Blue? Huh? You're not supposed to be in here. Thank you for that, but like you're going to be a player. Well, you can funnel. You can funnel. Today is a reboot of our Pathfinder 2 campaign, which is nice because like we didn't really like how it went for the last one, so we're going to try a new one, which is going to go a bit better. It's still very much like beginner stuff. Like all my fucking like equipment keep breaking and not working, but it's still better than last time, I hope. We're getting to it slowly but surely. All right, let me see. Is everything set up correctly? Yes. A teeny bit of background soon for now. Soon good. We have a player that is still missing. I don't know where they went, and I'm really worried about them because, like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But if we need, we're going to go without them. Setting user management, configure permission. I'm unactivating a last thing. Okay, I can do that. All right. In the trace of Legio. Sadly, that means we're probably going to start without them. Now let's see how are doing our two other goobers. Hello, you two. Test sound 1 2 1 2 1 2. Perfect, it's working. I can normally switch to the TTRPG scene. Yup, it's working. Is it good? Sized correctly? Yes, it is. Nice, everything is working well.
It's not.
It's
I
not?
can't believe you.
What? Huh?
You didn't cut it off correctly.
What do you mean?
You didn't cut off the top of the screen correctly.
Oh, I used to. I don't know why it moved. Oh, because the size of the window changed, that's why. Baka. It's not that I didn't cut it correctly, it's just that the size of the window changed, so...
Check that beforehand. It's your fault.
Check that beforehand for what? What are you talking about?
Make sure
sure
it's not
what?
showing stuff it shouldn't be.
Oh, this is the bottom of the IB.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If you're going to be that annoying, I hope you did all your lovely like homework, right?
No.
Sorry, what? So you're like,
I was in the middle of reading it while you started streaming.
you're like trying to like give me shit, but you didn't do your own part of the job.
Yeah.
Also, there is like a weird problem. Why is there like white stuff in the... Oh, what the fuck is happening? Is it not using the right... I think it's not using the right one at all. Yep, it wasn't using the right one. Okay, but no, you disappeared. Why?
Maybe.
Okay,
maybe we're
you're
behind
back.
it. Oh, okay, never mind.
Alright, this time it's working correctly. Wonder if I shouldn't put you. I wish I could display you at the horizontal, but I probably can't.
Good. You can get us both as separate ones, and you can just like
Yeah, that's probably
stack us
what
on
I'm
top of
going
each
to
other.
do in the future, you know?
Yeah.
Because right now you're a teeny bit in the middle of like. Here's the hotbar. So probably we'll move the road bar and all that kind of stuff. What? Why are you saying hello too?
I don't know. I just wanted to say hello.
Okay. So today we're going to make a little presentation of the universe, and we're going to like also talk a teeny bit about like your characters, what you want to do, what the options are, and etc. etc. I'm a teeny like sad that like we are missing still someone.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's one of you that already started drawing at the bottom right of the screen, and that's why there is this big white rectangle that everyone is seeing.
No, the rectangle.
All I have
it's
is
not
like,
actually there.
I have a black screen and a pause, so.
You on your character.
I was still on my Codium account. I didn't see the white thing there, and it's not there right now on the thing either on your screen. It was just on that one thing. The one.
It's only on my GM screen. That's weird. But why would you not be there? I designed this one as a man. If you're not there, I don't know what to do.
Oh no, you have to put a token for the players to see it, unless you completely.
Oh, let me check that. I didn't know. I didn't like deactivated the stuff. I thought that by deactivating the grid, it wasn't going to do that thing.
Do we need the thing for?
Yeah, normally. Yeah, you can see it.
Yay!
Yeah,
I can see it.
Okay, I don't know why. I thought that deactivating the grid was going to deactivate like the fog of war, but it didn't do it, which I mean, why not?
See the white thing. Wait, who drew that?
Me too.
Yeah, someone drew that. It's one of you two. I don't know which one of you two did by accident, but one of you two drew that at the bottom
we're
right.
Not even allowed to. Oh wait, are we allowed? No, we're not allowed to draw it.
No.
It had to have been you.
Yeah, I can click it either. So.
No, I can't do anything with it.
Oh no, you have to click on the little draw tool, the fourth option on the left, and then you can just clear it all and you can get rid of it.
Well, I cleared it all, but I didn't clear it, so I don't know what it is. That's weird.
Maybe just a graphical bug.
Okay, I cleared the drawing, and one of the drawing object been like, it's one of you that did that by accident. Let's confirm it.
It's gone.
It's fine. We don't care about that anyway.
Or was it gone? Oh, it's gone. Oh.
Yeah, I took it away.
Why are you stepping away and back?
What?
Why
yeah, Lalshi keep like doing something that put him AFK and not AFK. I don't know what exactly it is, but...
Oh, music.
Yep.
Oh! It works!
Yeah, we love it.
It should be working.
Yeah, it is.
Can't I?
If you close it, I don't know how you're supposed to deal with it.
No, you closed it.
What? But I'm still hearing it.
Well, I don't.
Okay, so I guess whenever we use the pop out thing, we have to also pop it out. Otherwise, it closes when you pop out. Maybe. I hadn't.
That's interesting. We're still testing the stuff. So if I start it right now, you hear it. Okay, so far.
Make sure to click pop out, and then we keep it there.
For now, what is weird is that we hear it in double for some reason at the start, but then I pop it out.
Okay.
You hear it right now or not?
Yeah, we still hear it because once we pop it out, it's in our control.
Okay. So ourselves, we're going to go explore the country of Humblewood. How much do you know about Humblewood? How far did you read so I can like maybe show you a bit of the universe, knowing what you did and didn't do?
I didn't took the time to read it, sorry.
Yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. So you cheap and you blue. How much did you read?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to, if there's any way for me to control the volume. It's really loud.
There is normally, yes.
Yeah, it might only be on you. I don't know. I'm gonna just turn it down manually on my computer. Hold on.
Yeah, I did the same.
It had 33% for me, so it's not that like huge.
It was loud for me. All right. The question.
I feel like you could have been better to just use normal Jukebox Blue if it's already like not working for you properly.
No, it's just that like it was just still loud for me, even though you turned
Yes,
it down.
exactly. The normal Jukebox, you can change the volume for yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you can't change it as a player.
Well, we did a test yesterday. I thought you like tried.
I didn't try to change the volume last time because it was fine last time.
What? Am I? No. Okay. Yes, that's what you talking. Okay. So you didn't like read anything about the book.
No, I read through like. Some
Yeah, but Lalchi didn't read anything, so I need to present the whole universe.
Yeah.
So, in the isolated world of Etherden, on the eastern coast of a great continent, lie a vast forest nestled between the mountain and the sea. This is a place called Humblewood, an ancient and magical place that hums an endless song, sung to the great myth of life and death. In this forest live two kinds of people, the beard folk and the humble folk. And together they created a great society. In the ancient time, they created the capital called Alder-Earth inside a great tree at the center of the forest. And suddenly after this creation, a great calamity burned a big portion of the forest. Since then, they created a way to deal with the forest fire. Under the name of the Keepers, Bound Oath of Roots, and are trying to heal this part of the forest they call the Scotch Grove, which is basically just a field of ash and burning embers. However, lately, fire have started burning with more intensity around the forest of Humblewood. And despite the effort of the druids, they do not manage to quell all the fires. Refugees are swarming toward Alder-Earth, as many villages and cities are suffering from these wildfires. And despite the presence of the guards, especially the Beardfall guards, the bandits coalition has swelled in number due to the amount of refugees not having anything left for them to survive, and so joining the bandits. And in the middle of that, we're going to tell the story of a few individuals that choose to take arm against this fate. So there is two kinds of people that exist inside the Humblewood, like we said. The Beard Folk and the Humble Folk. The Beard Folk are many of the races of birds that exist in the tree and the canopy of the forest, plus a few exceptions that live on the ground. And the Humble Folk are more varied and are made of all the creatures that live on the ground of the forest, at the exception of a few creatures. So, for example, in the Beard Folk, we can have
Owls.
Yeah. I'm looking for like the name in English because there is ravens, there is owls, there is doves, there is like all that kind of birds, and they are basically different more by species of bird, despite all being birds. In the humble folk, it's more like the rats, the hedgehog, the deers, all that kind of stuff.
Raccoon,
Not
fox.
every like race is available. Sadly, there is no wolf, for example. But
Red
hey,
rabbits eventually.
oh, the music changed. I wasn't ready for that. Oh, it's because Lachi
Yeah,
sent
yeah,
me
apologies.
a fucking like playlist.
Yeah.
You
Now we're in the
going?
toadstool forest.
Yeah. I didn't want that. I need to change that. Huh? I wasn't ready for it to change. Meanwhile, it started replaying on another like window of mine, which is not what I wanted neither. Alright, give me 5 seconds. I'm going to fix that.
I love the music of this game.
Me too, me too. It's a good one for the background right now. Alright, reopening that, cleaning that, closing this. Oh, if I close the guest one, it closes the main one too. What the fuck? That's not very like
Wait.
practical.
It worked
It
for
lets
me.
you control what we're
Changed.
seeing still. That's nice. Like, even when
Yeah.
we pop out.
Hmm?
I said even when we're popped out, you control what we're seeing. That's nice.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That means I can change the music as much as I want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do, 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 do. So let me get back to what I was presenting to yourself. Basically, the bird folk are kind of more like isolationists than the humble folk because they are like a bit more, you know, all together easily. They live between people with wings, basically, that kind of stuff. While the humble folk are very diverse and they kinda learn to adapt better due to that and share their culture a bit more. Due to that, the beard folk are the ones that have the strongest grasp military and politically over the woods. Also because having wings gives them like many advantages in the canopy and such. So they form the main part of the guard that is protecting the Humblewood under the direction of a council that live in Alder Earth. The Beardfolk Council. The guard is called the Purge Guard, and they are trained both in aerial and ground combat, and they are mainly reinforcing like major cities and keeping the denizens safe. The humble folk are like more diverse, but they're like more organized. Most of the time they live at the bottom of trees, inside like the root and such. And if they don't have the big culture and hegemony of the beard folk, they still are very kind people. They are adept to commerce, traveling, and basically getting in the crook and cranny of where the beard folk don't go. It's going pretty much well in between, even if like some humble folk would like to have a bit more like voices in the politics of the forest. They have other things to do basically. And often they can form their own society in like little villages that are like in places where there is no trees, which allows them to still have their own political like freedom. Recently, with the spreading of the new wildfire in the forests, the Purge Guard is overtaxed for aid and they don't know where to like give help anymore. Same for the keepers that are like just all over the edge regarding the emergency popping a bit everywhere. Due to that, the Bandit Coalition, a newly formed group of bandits that are striking all over the forest, are both growing in number and in like audacity regarding their target. The basic races of the bird folk, to go through them very quickly, are the corvum, that are so as cunning, kinda like dark affiliated birds, but also very wise birds. The gallus, that are the bird folk that are the most liked by the humble folk because they share gallus,
Yeah,
not
no, I
peacocks.
saying what they're like kind of related to.
Cocks, not peacocks.
Okay, fair enough.
They're like cocorical, you know. Peacock is the one that have the tail with many feathers.
Yeah, it looked like they had one of those in the little like picture, but like it was like, you know, smushed up behind them.
Where?
And whenever it's showing like the picture of the gallus, like right on page 12.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be like too much like I'm not going to be too much regarding about like what kind of race of bird you are, as long as it respects, you know, the idea of
I don't want to be a bird anyway.
like grounded and stuff. The Luma's dove are likely like the reverse of the corvus. They're so as like more akin to the light and the sacred, mostly the white dove. And they are basically like very, very easily like adaptive. The raptor, which are eagle and other like bird of prey, are basically more the warrior archetypes, the ranger archetypes, the traveling archetypes, more into danger. The strig is seen as the more resilient and strong of the bird, and also the biggest bird, with all the owl and other affiliated, like, I don't know all the difference between owl and owl in English, but in French there is difference between certain type of owl and others. Meanwhile, in the humble folk, where the servan, that are the kind, resilient giant of the forest, very passive, but once they enrage, they are very hard to like stop. They are more so practical and caring. We have the edge, we are sensitive and kind, that are like very in with the forest, but also with the comfort of living and all the good stuff like this. We have the Jerbin, small but courageous, that are living in strong communities and are all together with each others. We have the Malpash, who are like kind of like in between everything. Opportunist, resilient, cunning, full of ideas, but that can be easily swayed in the bad or in the good depending of what they can find. And finally we have the Vulpin, that are like always situated a bit at the boundaries of the humble folk due to the fact that they're carnivores. And also they have very often bad reputation, but really they can be like being very independent people. They can be anything. You kind of never know what you're going to face when you face a Vulpin because of that. And that's it for like the main, let's say, the main like races. There is like indication of size for all those races, but the book precises that you can swap them if you want. There is, for example, many races of strigs that can be very small strig. There is after all dwarf strig and such, dwarf owls. And same for like Vulpin and such. Like I know that, for example, if Lalshi wanted to play what is the name in English? A Fennec, it can be counted as a little Vulpin. That's definitely possible, and you have an example of that page 33 or 32 in the PDF. I don't know if the page corresponds. You have example of different size and races
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like.
It's a bit under the waist. I saw it. There's even an illustration of a fennec actually.
Yeah, basically in page 33 they show a raptor that is very big because it's a bald eagle, American bald eagle. There is a vulpine that is a fennec, very small. There is a dwarf strig, and there is a porcupine edge that is bigger. To basically make it simpler for us, I'm going to define the races as not as basically we're going to do anything that fits the physical characteristics. So like for example, all the vulpine are basically all the race of Canidae, you know? It can be any kind of like dog, wolf, fox. Of course, it varies their size,
Oh, it even says it can be wolves, coyotes, or other canines.
Yeah, of course, but like I'm precising that for you that you don't, because you didn't read that, Blue, so that's why I'm telling it to you. Well, you maybe read it, but actually didn't, you know what I mean? There is a bit about like the new classes option, and if you want, there is like a new college of bards. There is like, let me go very quickly through it. There is a new college for the bard. There is like, which is the college of the road. There is a new domain for the cleric, which is called the community, the knights. There is also like.
Isn't this D&D stuff though? The classes?
Can you shut the fuck up and let me finish? There is also new bag rules and like new feats, etc. New spells, new trinkets, all those stuff. If you want to use them, there is no problem. We will just convert them to Pathfinder, knowing that the College of Knight and the College of Community, the domain of Knight and the domain of Community are already existing domain in like Pathfinder 2, so we will like add them via the corresponding archetype inside Pathfinder 2. There is also much more classes on Pathfinder 2, and we can play with basically any classes. And if you want to like try to adapt something in the spirit of like Pathfinder, of the spirit of Humblewood into something of Pathfinder, we can always try to do that. I'm going to be honest, Pathfinder being as extensive as it is right now, I'm pretty sure that we're going to already find something already done by the creator of the game, but hey, you never know. Like for example, there is many more domain in like Pathfinder than in D&D. Like I said, Knight and Community are already stuff that exist in like Pathfinder 2, despite them not existing yet back then when they were in like when they were in Dungeons and Dragons 5. Okay, another important part of the... You follow me so far, by the way, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to take note on stuff that is interesting you, or I'm getting like we are finally like we finally have like news from Legio. So if you see him like in the vocal, can you drag him here?
Yeah, let me look. Yeah, he's already in there. Let me get it again.
Yeah, nice.
There.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you thought you weren't invited this time again?
No. I just genuinely didn't notice the message. My bad.
You gotta check your Discord more. We already talked about it like yesterday, I think. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. As long as you're here, it's
I
fine.
was waiting on it, but I just didn't notice it.
It's fine. We already went through the first chapter of the book, which is basically the humble folks, the forest, etc. You will be able to read through it later, or do you want me to redo the explanation?
No, I'll glance through it.
Basically, to make it very short, there is like two kind of people in the forest, the humble folk and the beard folk. The bird folk are more nobility, well-organized, homogenic cultures that live at the top of the trees, that organize the politic, and like direct the life of everything. They have many cities that are like installed inside the top of the trees. And there is on the other end the humble folk, which are the creatures living on the ground, which are far more diversified, unique, and like with less homogenic culture. But because of that, they tend to spread more than the bird, even if they have like less of an influence regarding the politics. They tend to have like a lot more roles and like going into every little part of the forest that the birds are not occupying. It's basically that and that.
So basically rural and urban folk, basically.
Well, they're called beard folk and humble folk for a reason, you know. There is a notion almost of nobility and non-noble, but it's not exactly true. It's not as separated as that. The only real separation is that the political decision and the military are in the hand of the bird folk. But there is like communities of humble folk without bird folk and reverse. So the name of the gods of the forest, because it's something that will be able to interest you while I'm like unfolding all that on YouTube. You know, they're called the Amarantine. The Amarantine are composed of two major deities, Titan and Ardea. Titan being the divinity of the night, and Ardea being the divinity of the light and day, which are both basically like bird and major figure of the pantheon. Under them there is many like different like basically smaller divinity, one for each like type of bird folk existing. So it's Ardea's Dawn Mother, and it's Titan the Night Father. And then under them they have Altus the Enduring, Kaiwit the Resolute, Turan the Fickle, Gaspar the Champion, James the Brilliant, Anera the Provider,Ats the Whisperer, Rhea the Explorer, Enwin the Kind, and Crane the Sly. What is important to note is that they're all neutral or good, at the exception of Crane, which is the god of the Vulpine, that is neutral evil. A god that is neutral evil doesn't mean that all the followers are neutral evil, by the way. Crane is so as neutral evil because he's a trickster god and a thief god. If you know what a trickster is in the mythology, like for example, Loki can be seen as Loki is definitely evil element, but all the acts of Loki are not always acts of like punishment or wrath. He also the good deeds for like his follower and such. It's the same case for Crane. It's just that like be careful what you wish for with Crane. Okay?
Gaspar is the best one.
Gaspar is the bunny one. Jerbin are like a bit like strange because it's no. What I mean is that the Jerbin is both the little rodent and basically the Jerbin race is like all the rodent, which can be a bit weird because like bunny and like mouses are not like exactly close by, you know.
Yeah. But
they still work together. You can have a little hamster too if you want. So I'm just going to go through the dogma of like the two important figures of the pantheon, and I will let you go through like the minor gods if you want. Ardea is neutral good. She's of the domain of the life and light. And her dogma is that all life, great and small, is equal and sacred, protect life, and be kind to all living beings. She's basically the one that brings the light, she's the one that brings the life to the forest, she's the one protecting it, is the one that is despite basically saw as the one bringing fertility to the people. She's represented as the mother stork that is basically like the one that carries the children to the world for the humble and the beat folk, etc., etc. On the other hand, we have Titan that is lawful neutral, that have as domain grave and night, and his dogma is as days turn to night, so must all things end. Respect the power of death, but fear not the end, for it is part of the rites. The rites is very important for the belief of the humble folk and the beard folk. It is this assembly of the light and the dark that form life and death, that form the duality of everything. And you shouldn't fear like one or the other. You shouldn't fear to be alive and you shouldn't fear to be dead, because you will be reborn and you will be reborn to die, and it's just all nature is. Nature is about cycle of death and rebirth. Through death you give new life, and with your new life that will lead to your death to nourish others. And so that's why RDR is neutral good and Titan is lawful neutral, because together they form this like lawful good entity as a pair. If one was to take over the others, that would be bad. So basically, often cleric, you could see like Titan and RDR as opposed, and it's not untrue. But the dogma that is being taught to everyone is that they are together, and like they are
opposite sides of the same coin.
Yeah, not even that, it's just that like RDR cleric won't be opposed to Titan cleric. In contrary, they will work with them hand in hand. Also, Titan being of the grave domain means that there is pretty much in the dogma strict taboo over necromancy. Necromancy is not tolerated in the wood. It is seen as basically a destruction of the cycle that shouldn't exist. So, no necromancer in this campaign, I'm sorry for you, or if you play one, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because you basically will...
from the bone zone.
What if I'm a reverse necromancer?
What?
So a doctor?
What was the first word? The first word before the necromancer was?
Reverse necromancer be like a midwife.
No. Wait. I didn't understood the first word before necromancer. What was it? Reverse? Reverse necromancer? So you're just a basic cleric? You're just a doctor?
No, I was saying a midwife would be a reverse necromancer.
A necromancer...
No, you're bringing life into the world, and you're all about life.
Okay, so you're a
midwife.
No,
you're a fuckboy.
A
You're a fuckboy.
necromancer raise the dead to the living. A reverse necromancer lays the living to the dead.
Oh, I think it's I think that's called a serial murderer.
You're a hospice worker?
I know that like one of you will want to hear about Gaspard, so I'm going to read a bit about Gaspard. Gaspard is the god of community, neutral good. With courage and conviction, the least among us can aspire the greatest. Gaspard is a Gerbin leader that was a rabbit in his life. He basically ascended to the Amarantine by being an example of greatness into his life. Despite being puny and small, he managed to achieve great deeds by his courage and determination, but never alone. Gaspard is always about working together, inspiring others, and leading by example, showing that even the smallest among us can turn to be the greatest with the right support. There is a summer festival in his honor. During these holidays, everyone tells storytelling, puppet show, and magnificent juice where armored, where all Gerbins try to basically show themselves as the best as they can. It is important to note that there is a difference between you're not animals in this realm, okay? Like, it's not because you are Vulpine, Gerbil, etc. that there is no rabbit, wolf, or other animals in the forest. They do exist, and they basically behave just like animals. You are like you were brought to sentience by magic, and so you to basically tell to a Vulpine that they are a fox will be to tell humans that you're a monkey. You understand the difference?
It's like Sonic.
You went away
Sorry.
from the mic, Malchi.
Oh, it's like Sonic.
I don't know enough for Sonic to tell you that. Maybe.
That's why us Gerbines are mounted on tamed wolves.
Yeah, you can be mounted on tame wolves. That's not easy though.
Just a quick question. Roughly, what is like the average height? Are we talking like human-sized animals?
Yes, there. You have very distinct size depending of the race and subrace, but you go from basically the smallest of Gerbine go to 2 feet to 6 to even 7 feet.
So if I was like a badger, for example, I would be fucking massive.
Not so much.
I think they're pretty damn big badgers.
They're pretty damn big, but if we compare to a Servan male, that is a caribou, you're not that big.
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Or a grey wolf
like
of
4 or 5
America.
Well, if a
I
badger's
was just
only
making an
4
estimate of
foot
like 4 or
tall, then
5
a
feet.
bunny can't
Sorry, you're
barely
talking
touch
together
you.
right now. Legio, wait a second. What is it, Blue?
I was just telling Legio that they'd probably be like 4 to 5 feet as a badger.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, then a rabbit's barely gonna push 2 foot unless you're like a Dutch rabbit.
Well, no,
The
because
rabbit's
it's
only 2 feet,
relative. A Gerbine, which is very small, is still 2 feet. So you basically really doesn't go under 2 feet, and you won't get above 7 feet, even if you're like a Blackbeard. But there is no beer in this region, which is a bit strange. But I mean, I don't understand why they didn't put the beers inside the.
I mean,
It's one of the races that we will add if needed, because like there is definitely beers in the woods. So
Bears are clearly just massive gerbils, you know?
no, they're not. If anything, they would be Mapache related. We could
What
make
if I'm a
beer.
bear?
Well, you probably would be Mapache, where you will be a
wait,
big
so
Mapache.
we don't have bears, but we have caribou. Okay.
Well, because there is Cervidae. So the Servan has the Cervidae class. Right. But the Mapache are. You can say that bears and raccoons are related, which is not untrue, but it's more stretching that having a caribou and a deer.
Okay.
Another race that we miss, for example, in the beard folk are the rapace. I don't know the vultures. You call them in English. There is no vultures, so it will be close to the corvum, but we can make a custom race if needed.
I assume the vultures would be closer to the owls because, you know, they're both.
No, it's the
No,
corvum or corvum or
owls are
strig.
white.
It's just as different, honestly, Blue, because the vultures are like
Yeah, that's fair.
they eat dead flesh, which like.
Yeah.
Well, I would probably put them closer to the corvids than anything.
Well, corvids are like omnivores, so that wouldn't like fit
They're
neither.
like crows and ravens.
Yes, corvids are omnivores, but they are primarily scavengers.
Yeah, kinda depend of where you take them. The problem, but like it's a discussion we can have at another point, and I will do the decision anyway. So okay, that's pretty much it for like the lore of the place. I can show you a map of the place if you want. After that, it's a lot of like stuff for me that I like don't need to present you right now because it's a lot of lore about the different places in the wood. or like if you want to explore them. But the campaign that the campaign that we're going to do for now is a campaign that is very directive, so there's probably no need for that. So, do you all have a preference? My bad. Before that, a question.
Yeah.
Do you want to play this adventure hardcore, or do you want to play this adventure normal style?
Normal style.
I think normal is going to be more fun.
Normal?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not like opposed to characters getting like losing a hand or something like that. It's just that
No. That has nothing to do with that anyway.
it's more fun when people are relaxed as opposed to panicking all the time.
Or if you are panicking in hardcore, I'm sorry, that's not the goal of hardcore. We don't have to justify you, you know. It's totally okay to choose to be playing like this. Do you have any like any preferences regarding race, class already? Do you have ideas?
I'll default to a fox for now until I can think of anything more interesting.
I'm going for Vulpin too.
I'm gonna be a bunny surrounded by foxes. That's messed up.
To Verpin, okay, and you would make a Jabin, bro?
Yeah. Is it like, because I assume I can be a bunny, you know? Like, yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe that's happening right now.
What?
I'm just discovering that PDF is not an extension that is valid for the pictures in this game, and I'm like, why? How am I going to deal with that?
Ouch.
I mean, you can take screenshots of the PDF, I guess.
Yeah, but it's annoying, you know, it's very annoying for me. I wanted to show you the main map, but we can't. So, okay, let me create your actors anyway. What?
Yeah, like I said, I think
Oh,
Volpine
there's-
was. I'm sort of torn between either doing Volpine or Corvid. Because I like crows.
There's another module I should have installed that would have let you just like upload PNGs to the chat so we could all see them.
Yeah, but I want the people to see them.
Yeah, but you'd be able to see it, like you'd be able to show the chat. Like we can see the chat, you know.
Yeah, but I prefer to have a map where you can have your token, where I can move them, extra. But I will take care of like. I just preferred if they told me when I downloaded the map to the game, oh, you can't open that. Are you sure you want to download the PDF? Because letting me download the PDF in the folders only to tell me, hey, you can't use them. I'm like, what's the point then?
I see.
Specifically to wind you up somehow.
It's like, why are you letting me do that if you know that it's not going to work? What do you want me to do with the PDF? It's not working. Alright, I created your character sheets.
Okay.
Do you need me to walk you through the character creation?
It would be nice to have you there just to go over things.
Alright.
Just trying to find the link to the Foundry again.
Oh my god, you're not even on Foundry.
No, I wasn't on Foundry yet.
You need to wake the fuck up.
It should be pinned, right?
It's not pinned.
Yeah, no, it is. If you scroll down, it's pinned.
No, there's nothing pinned in the chat.
It is. I can see it right now.
I'm in the wrong thing. That's why, because I'm in the wrong thing.
You need to wake
I
the
was
fuck
in
up,
my DMs with
Lejo.
Summer, not.
You need to wake the fuck up, Lejo. Plug the brain in.
All right. I was in the wrong thing. Okay.
Okay, so
So we
Let's
can all be
go.
awakened animals.
I have the Pathfinder 2 rulebook, which you all have. I'm opening it to the
Be awakened
character
animals.
creation place.
Baby girl, what's the matter?
We are going to need to create the race at some point, so I'm going to like,
No, yeah, they're awakened animals. They exist. They're awakened animals.
yeah, but is it going to like work? That's the question.
What would need to? I guess we go look at the races if there's any difference in Humblewood.
Beep, beep,
Really?
beep, 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 beep.
Create a concept, that's already done.
Okay.
Alright. Start building
That's not
ability
really-
scores.
Yeah, there's
What's
not really
the-
any stat differences.
What?
There's not really stat differences between the races in Humblewood, so it would be fine to use awakened animal.
Well, is it customizable enough? That's the question.
Oh yeah, you can be small, medium, or large. You can choose your. It depends on your HP with which one you choose, and
Sorry,
you know that's just your race.
She's looking
just on
somewhere. She's looking at something else that is not the matter right now because we can always do that later. The question I will
Yeah,
have
let's
for you in
choose
the
it.
compendium, if you're like on the Foundry VTT, is that you can go already to like. Is it somewhere different in this one? No, it's still in the compendium. Character building. So in compendium, character building, class, and you have all the fucking class that we have in Pathfinder too.
Oh yay! I'm guessing. Are we? I mean, does that include gunslingers and the like?
I don't know. Open it and look.
Well, it shows it here, but I was just making sure that is actually the thing I'm supposed to be able to take. That was all.
Yes, you can be a gunslinger if you want.
Okay,
Even
so-
if I'm not
so
going to lie,
black
guns
powder
are
exists,
rather
got
rare
it.
in the forest, so that's not going to be the most easiest stuff to find around.
Alright, so black powder does exist. What are people thinking of playing?
Well, I was about to ask that because I'm hesitating between two classes.
Which
What are you
classes?
thinking?
So is either Thaumaturge or Investigator.
Okay, so you're thinking more of a support class.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Thaumaturge has tool for combat and
Wait,
Investigator.
wait. Support? Why support?
I don't know. That's him. He says that, not me.
Yeah,
I was
but
saying that well, both
Wait,
of
what
them are
classes?
more.
investigator
Yeah,
or
more-
thaumaturge?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those aren't really support.
This can be support. They definitely can be support.
But not generally. Any class
What,
can be support, really.
investigator?
Investigator, I have an investigator that was on a DPS because I was like a gunslinger investigator.
Okay.
So basically, investigator
Oh,
is
thaumaturge.
very much the Cthulhu class where you basically, for having played it, I already know how it works. Is basically you will have investigation dice that you can spend to do stuff like learning more about the creature
As
to
a
know its
champion,
weakness,
so-
discovering stuff about it, or augmenting your damage against certain creatures, stuff like that. And the thaumaturge is very much the other part, more cultist stuff, where you have collection of trinket, esoteric stuff, and weird thingy, and you basically use them to bend the supernatural to your will.
Yeah. I
Would
know.
you be okay with me being a champion for the Death God?
You don't call him the death god. You
Yeah,
call him the
name
Night Father.
escapes me.
Night
Sorry,
Father.
what did you say?
Night Father.
The father.
The
Night
Father of the
Father,
Night.
noted. So,
Yeah, of course, you
so
can
would
be a
okay with
champion.
it?
Champion is a paladin, by the way.
Yes, I know. That's why I was asking, were you okay with me being a champion of the Night Father?
Of course, of course.
Okay. I'll take that then.
Alright, well, you have your shit. It's configured to be at your name.
You need JAB to a module enabled in order to use... What the fuck are you talking about?
That's just another like animation module. Just ignore that.
So what do I put in for selected deity?
Well, that is the problem. I wasn't expecting them to like make you made a deity, so I need to create a deity for you, which we're going to work on that right now.
Right, I'll just click out of that for a moment whilst you sort that out.
Yeah, automation is good, but like you can also like refuse to take one. Just refuse to take one. We're going to take care of that after.
Select a champion's course, justice.
Liberation of obedience. If you need to have precision of that, I suggest you click on the interrogation
Justice.
points, and it's going to tell you what they correspond to.
Yeah, I think I'll take justice.
It's rather... It goes well with the Father of the Night since he's a lawful deity.
So we have a champion and a investigator.
No, you don't know for Lachi. Lachi is just hesitating.
Okay.
Lachi's
But we will have probably... What do you want to like? You're going to be a frontline or a caster, paladin, Legio?
Frontline.
Okay, so we have a frontline. That's more so that what we want to know.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm thinking...
And then,
And since
I'm
you're
thinking
like,
Field and
since
Mace
you're like
Paladin.
a paladin, you're probably going to end up with stuff like healing hands or shit like that. So you probably are
Yeah,
able to be like teeny bit healer too, like always.
Yeah.
Paladin stuff.
Well,
Paladin
not
are
necessarily,
very...
since I'm following the Night Father.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what I mean is that the champions are usually very strong, like frontliners.
Yes, yes. What I was saying is, magic-wise, I'm probably going to wind up being more on the offensive end than the support end.
I don't recall if like in Pathfinder 2, let me look. Pathfinder 2, you're going Justice Champion. What are the feats you're going to get? You have the Retribution Strike, an ally damage, an enemy damage one of your ally.
Let's start with Retributive Strike.
Yeah, and after that you will get more stuff. So yeah, you don't get the touch end for now. It's indeed you do not get that unless you take the champion feats that allow for that later on, because there is a ton of feats that you're going to be able to take. In order to build your character, I suggest you you may use either like the Unreal, or you can go and use like the character creator online. Both are very good.
they added a commander class and it looks so cool.
Well, you can take a commander if you want, bro.
Yeah, I might be. I'm looking at it.
You approach the battle with the knowledge that tactic and strategy are every bit as crucial as brute strength or number. You might have trained in classical theory of warfare and strategy at military academy. I know that like you basically have a lot of bonuses for giving order and stuff like this.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like I can allow my teammates to like stride for free or like do lots of free actions and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah. Is there subclasses for it? Probably.
I think it's one of the newer ones, so there might be less for it right now.
There's probably less for it, but there's probably still a bit.
It'd probably help if I updated the Pathfinder module. Unless there might be an update for it.
Anyway, yeah, there is a lot of tactic.
There's
Basically, you're
nothing
going.
I'm trying to find something like a ghost hunter or like someone who specializes in hunting the undead, and I'm kind of struggling to find something like that in the background. Anyone got any ideas?
What?
As a background,
Yes.
I'm looking for something like a ghost hunter or specializing in hunting the undead, and I just can't really find anything like
Yeah,
that.
because that's not a everyday job. Your background is what you did before becoming adventurer. Hunting ghosts is an adventuring job.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
I mean, okay.
No, you don't sound like you don't sound convinced. So I'm curious.
No. The reason why I don't sound convinced is not that I'm disagreeing with your explanation of why it is not available, but because there are some extremely obscure jobs and backgrounds in here. But, oh my god, hunting the undead, no, we can't have that, but we can have, you know, all manner of other weird...
There's stuff like Night Watch and like Haunted that might fit there.
Hunted is you being hunted by something, and Night Watch is a specialized background that is probably not going to be applicable to this universe.
No, Night Watch isn't specialized. It's basically just that you were a guard that
Oh, he's just the night guard.
maybe was in a cemetery or something like that. And
But
you've
the
seen
very
that were
specific
similar
ones that you will find usually, Legos, they are because they're tied to campaign or modules, and they are rare.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Night Watch actually.
There is Witch Worry if you want. You have little love or trust for spellcraft and those who practice it, and you have developed a paranoid knack for recognizing such trick.
Yeah, I think either that or Night Watch sounds.
But
like
I mean, you can always say that you take the warrior and your warrior that was hunting the undead. You know, you don't have to like.
You know, because like I'm kind of envisioning him as someone who grew up always wanting to be that, and basically has spent his life in training to do this kind of work.
Well, then you should go as being a squire or a sire, acolyte or an acolyte of like
Squire works.
something
You
that
could be a
like.
Waste Walker, like if you really wanted to.
I think acolyte would be the
Squire.
word that makes sense, honestly.
Squire or acolyte?
More acolyte than squire, because squire is like to be the squire of a knight. Acolyte is following a divinity, and if you follow the divinity that is against the undead, you have trained all your life to be against the undead.
Okay, I'll take acolyte then.
It's a basic one, but you can choose others if you want.
Yeah.
You can choose to be blessed. You're blessed by your divinity that guide you.
What do we do for ancestry, by the way?
Blue was telling me that as ancestry, I was saying like for no, don't pick an ancestry, but apparently Blue was telling me that as ancestry there is awakened animals that could work. But I'm not sure it will like give all the bonuses that you have with your race, because you're playing. You choose a race in the end, Vulpin?
I think I'm gonna, like I said, I'm sort of torn between a Corvid or a Vulpine.
Between what and what? A Corvum?
Corvid, as in a crow.
Oh yeah.
The crow or a raven, I can't really pick. Or a fox.
You're taking two races that are
No,
very much not known to be like strict minded like you want to be. That's interesting.
strict-minded is a different way of putting it.
Basically, both of them in the description are told to prefer avoiding any kind of strict devotion or very like. Well, Covum would work better because they do still favor lawful alignment over the rest. I would advise Covum more than
I
like.
think I'll go. I think I'll go with. I'll probably go with a crow then.
Mhm. So I'm going to compare like awakened animals. That's what Blue told me. Awakened animal. I feel that it's not going to work. I think I will need to create one.
Why?
Why can't I fucking see the? Because there is stuff, Blue, that you don't have. Like glide, talon, learning, appraising eye. And you don't have the dusk and kindled sub-races for like the Corvum, for example.
Wait, do you actually get stuff from your races? It didn't look like you did.
You do.
Oh,
You
do.
can just read them. They
Yeah,
give
and
each.
there's
Oh,
also
yeah, I see
heritage as well.
No, the
Okay.
heritage is something else. Ancestry features and stuff like this, we're going to take care of that. But I'm just going to create the races once you tell me what races you have. I'm going to work to that for the next
I think I'll
time.
go with a crow.
I'm a bunny.
Well, Crow is not a race that you have. As a Corvum, you have Dusk Corvum or Kindled Corvum.
What's the difference between the two?
Well, go look in the PDF. As a Dusk Corvum, you are more at home in the bustle of society than in the wild of the forest. As a Kindled Corvum, you know implicitly that you are the smartest in the room. Your ability to use your knowledge to your advantage, along with your deep understanding of other motivation, make you a formidable opponent.
I think I'll go with the urban one.
You will see. I'll let you read them, but that's not the urgency for now because, like I said, I need to write them down inside the Welcome back, Erez. I need to write them down inside the TTRPG. So let's go back towards the place. Who decided for their class? Outside of Legio.
I'm probably gonna be commander.
And what do you pick?
I
Still Alfie?
decide I'm going to be investigator.
Okay, put the classes inside your sheets.
Yes. I can't.
What do you mean?
I can type on it.
You need to click and drag. Oh my god, how many times do I need to tell you that? Legio, why are you spamming stuff in the chat?
I'm not.
You are.
Am I? I'm clicking on things to try and read them.
You need to double click to read them.
Oh shit, I need to choose a methodology.
Yeah.
Right, let me check.
Oh, I need to know what my deity's favored weapon is.
Blue already went with Awaken Animal as ancestry, not listening to me. Bonk the Blue.
That was earlier. I was gonna remove it. I'm just having to decide my tactics while I choose my class. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, I knew there was a tactical option. That's what I thought. I was surprised when you told me that there wasn't I was like, really?
I never said there wasn't.
Said there was less stuff, but when I was looking for it, I saw a lot of options.
I was just saying there might not, because you were asking if there was a archetype stuff of it. I was saying there might not be many archetypes of it yet.
You literally have the tactic that is like you make everyone assemble a ballista on the battlefield and you start shooting with it. That makes no sense.
That's amazing.
I just had this image fly through my head of like the Lego ones.
Yeah,
Quick, the Balrog is attacking the village. Assemble the ballista and fire it.
that does give that mood very much. Okay, so once you've decided your class and you're like... Once you decided your class, once you decided in your mind your race, and once you decided your subclass as well, we're going to move to the background. Yes, you already choose your subclass yourself, your Justice. Justice champion. That's your subclass. For Blue, it's a different tactic she's going to be using. And for Lalshi, it's going to be his type of investigation, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. So, Fennec, well, a Vilpin investigator, a Corvin champion, and the blue is going to be a Jabil commander. The Jabil commander is probably the most classical Jabil ever.
Well, we overall, so we have the Sly Fox, the Knight, and the emergency rations.
A magical knight. The emergency ration probably can kick your ass though, so be careful. A devise stratagem, methodology, investigator feat, strategic strike, 1d6. Yeah, the strategic strike on 1d6 is why the investigator is not just a support class. It's basically some kind of...
all classes have
It works more like a rogue. It works more like a rogue, basically. Except it's a rogue, it's an academical rogue, basically. What do you say?
I was saying, I think all classes have some offensive capability, but, you know, it's a class probably primarily support.
No, it doesn't work like that. No class is support. The class are distance, or most often the way you're going to say is caster, demi-caster, frontliners. Distance, and you're going to mix that, and you can manage to basically whatever you want with them. You can be the ones that are restricted most often is tanking that can be restricted, healing that can be restricted, but even with that you can always manage to do this, because for example Tomato, the streamer, his most strong character that I saw from him so far is a rogue that is a healer rogue, and basically he's using all the D&D like feat of Cure of Hand and stuff like this to make a medicine roll that are like crazy. He can't heal by magic from a distance, but he can definitely heal close by with godless magic and stuff like godless healing and stuff like that. So you can always manage to do your work around, especially in Pathfinder 2. But the difference, what defines mostly your character in those games is more so how much HP do you have and how much AC do you have. After that you can be a support or like a DPS or like whatever you want, but your AC is going to be pretty much what decide if you can be close or not, even more than your HP, because the lower your AC, the more easy you're going to be taking damage, and the less you want to be close to the enemy or target of the enemy.
and thus determined by both your scores on attributes, the bonus you're going to get, and it's the armor that you're wearing, as well as your magical object, of course. What is it, Lalchi?
I'm hesitating again.
What is the difference between the two? You have the choice.
So it's either alchemical science and I can do drugs,
Mm-hmm.
or I go interrogation and so I can use my charisma to its full potential.
I know you want the alchemical one.
Yeah, I kind of want that.
Because you're going to want, because let me say, interrogator, you can interrogate. Okay, that's cool, I understand that. But knowing you will want to make stuff that explode too. And it's not like you can't make potions that are going to make people talk, you know? You can drug them.
That's true. Yeah.
So knowing your chaotic side, I know you will have more fun with the alchemical part. Especially because Pathfinder 2 got a big alchemical stuff where you can create a lot of like mutate. You can create mutagenic, you can create potion, you can create explosive, you can create traps, you can create a lot of different stuff.
Hell yeah.
You can create
I don't
glue
need
that you
a
like.
meeting, right?
You can break the glue on the ground and the people are like stuck to it. What are you saying?
I don't need a deity.
You can choose one if you want, but I will like, I prefer that if you tell me which deity you're going to do in like the Discord, so I can like write down the deity inside the
Okay, good.
inside the game.
I'm atheist.
You're probably not atheist because there is like, it's kind of weird to be atheist in a world where gods are literally working among men.
That's something I always. That's
Oh, no,
my
no,
personal
It's more
choice,
so
right?
that it's more so that you don't revere any deity by itself. You know, you don't have one especially.
Yes. That's my point of view. Is that atheist is not that you don't believe in God. Is that you don't believe that they
Well, that's
should rule over
agnostic,
you.
not atheist. Two different words.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's Lalchi, you know, he wants to call it atheist, but put another meaning on it. As long as he understands that he's not really atheist, fine.
Though.
Alright, so investigator, champion, and the last one that we don't have is blue. But Lalchi, you can move to your background and choose the background that you like. What was doing your character during their childhood and adult age before becoming investigator?
He was a net investigator.
No, you can't do that. I mean, if there is a background, you can, but it's not going to be the class. It's going to be different.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking.
Is there even an investigator?
I think
No, there
there's
isn't.
detective.
There is detective. Yes, you can be detective.
Oh shit, it's near.
It's near.
The music.
Oh, I didn't change the music anymore. You're on your own.
Yep.
Winter's Child.
Yeah, there is detective. I'm gonna go detective because I already have a background in my head. Oh, I mean a backstory.
If you want to think a bit about your background, the story will start as you are all in a village. It's close by a city that recently burned to the ground. And no refugees are getting close. Well,
By
not close.
accident, or did someone burn?
No. Recently, wildfire in the forest started. It's basically what you missed. The background of the story is like a long time ago, a part of the forest burned down and created what we call the Umber Grove. in which the forest do not grow anymore. There is always like little fires and creatures and stuff like this. But recently, the wildfire has been raging again in the forest, to a point where the organization dedicated to protecting the forest from fire is having struggled to basically safeguard the population. And you are going to start, either because you were there before or because you flee from the fire, in a teeny village that is bordering, that is at one day from a city that burned to the ground recently, like a few days ago. I know there is waves of refugees that fled the fire that are arriving in the village, and the elder of the village is going to gather a group of volunteers to go to Alder Earth in order to warn the bird council that the place burned down and they need like basically perch guard and supplies and medical aid and all that to the village, or people are going to die. And so you will be part of a volunteer group. Basically, you will be the volunteer group that choose to go to Alder Earth.
Yeah.
And so you can either do that because you were like you can choose why you were there in the region, but you have a reason why you were in this little village in the border of the forest, and two, you will have like you will have characters that accept to take this task. You will be remunerated, you will be given money for it, so don't worry too much about that.
The basic idea of my character is that he's joined one of the holy orders of the Night Father, and I guess he was probably in the region on regular duties and has just, you know, hey, I'm available, this is important, it needs to be done kind of job.
Mm-hmm. That can be totally like it can be totally possible.
Because I don't see him as like a random champion, like he's part of an official order.
We can find one or create one, don't worry, there is possibility. I'm browsing right now to see if there is like the holy order of the Night Father. So basically you're going to be like yeah. The idea is that you're going to be in the western part of the forest, and the city that burned down is the main city that was leading outside of the forest. So that's why you also can't go in other region for now. It's because, well, the path to the outside of the forest is now destroyed, and no supply can come from the outside. Oopsie. Well, it can be coming from the sea, but that's another part, and that's the opposite way. Blue?
Mm-hmm.
You have been talking it some time. How is it going?
I'm thinking of being... First of all, I finished all my commander stuff. But I'm thinking of my character was a teacher.
Alright.
I'm thinking my character was a teacher before.
In the village in question?
I was kind of focusing on thinking of my background, so I kind of missed a bit of what you were talking about with the village in question. Can you?
Well, did you find like a background to take?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, a teacher.
But you could be a teacher in like the little village where you're going to start, or you can be a teacher in the city that burned down and you manage to escape. It will be.
Yeah, I thought I heard something about something burning down. Yeah, I was thinking of being a teacher. Of the place that had burned down. Yeah, in the city.
Alright, well, just drag your background in then, it's all good. And we can like move to the next step of the creation, which is after picking a background, a class, picking your ancestry in your head, you will need to build your ability scores. Everything starts at 10. And there will be, so basically, like boost applied by your background, your class, and your ancestry. The ancestry we will do it later. And that's basically, after that, you normally is able to add more, but maybe not. At this point, just not 10 You can choose, yeah, you can choose to take a flow somewhere in order to gain a boost somewhere else. That's what I did.
Oh, so we're doing the trade-off system. Okay.
Yeah, you can take a flow and you can get a boost in exchange. Your ancestry, ancestry will also give you like a little bonus later on. If you want to know it, you can go look directly, or I can tell you. For example, you choose the city Corvum, right? So as a Corvum, you will have +2 to your intelligence already, and being a dusk one, you will have +1 to your dexterity.
Yeah.
So you don't need to mark them down. I will make your races in between the session right now, and I will like update that. But for the future, you can like take that into account, you know.
I don't know. I think having a relatively balanced character works for the champion.
Yeah, of course. Always, it works for every character. Lalchi, do you need to know, or do you want to know your race bonuses, or are you like just fine? Like,
I have well, never mind. I had the Vulpin page in my eyes.
technically, as a Vulpin, you will have +1 in charisma and intelligence +2.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you will have dark vision. You will have fight, evasive.
I'm just not sure to note this.
No, you can't note it. Don't note it. I will take care of it. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Just choose your characteristic outside of that. Keep in mind what is going to change. For you, Blue, you will have +2 in dexterity and you have +1 in charisma.
Okay. Perfect.
Knowing that if you change your race and you feel like if you played another animal among them and you feel like it would make more sense to have something different, I'm definitely able to agree that you can have something different. For you, for example, Lalchi, since being a little stupid dog can change the fact that you don't have that much in intelligence, we can change that if you want. You can have +2 in dexterity and +1 to intelligence. That's possible too. We will see around that. In any case, you tell me when you have more or less an idea of how you're going to do that kind of stuff. But it's basically pretty much like all we need to do. The rest will be like determined automatically. So we will be pretty much ready for the next time as long as you find your background, your name. I will do the part where we're talking about like your races. And you will have your ancestry feats that we're going to grab from the ancestry feat are going to be from the awaken, like from the awaken beast. I think that's the most easier to do thing. What do you think, Blue?
Sorry, what?
I think that the ancestry feat the ancestry features are going to be taken from the awakened animal in order to do a correct conversion, and that will work well.
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting them originally.
Yeah, I agree, but we still need to like have different like attribute boosts. And if everyone take awakened animal, if I change one of awakened animal, it will change it for everyone. So I can't do like customize for everyone. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we can do custom for everyone on our sheet.
That's what I will do later on today. Yes, in between sessions. That's why I said that. So I'm just explaining to you why we can't take awakened animal for everyone.
Okay. So should we choose awakened animal for our sheet right now?
No,
No.
that's exactly what I'm going to tell you right now. I keep telling you. But if I do that and modify awakened animal, then it's going to modify awakened animal for everyone, which is a problem.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
not if
take
go and
awakened
edit it
animal.
specifically on our sheets, is what I was saying.
No, don't take it on your sheet because it's going to be modified for everyone otherwise.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you modify it while it's on our sheet, it will not.
It will still.
It's not supposed to.
It's supposed to because it's like a common like root.
Yeah, but that's only whenever you're editing it in the compendium. It shouldn't change.
It's
Like whenever you
it's
put it on
still
the-
simpler for me to create a race different, even if it was working like you said, which I'm not sure. It's still simpler to create a good race for everyone, properly like made, you know, because there is also additional feats that you're going to win with your race.
Yeah.
Too many requests to access Path Builder 2. Nice. Why did I make too many requests exactly? But basically, we are done with the creation of your characters now. It was a small but good, like small but good session.
Yeah.
Does anyone has any question? What are you working on? Is there anything I can help with?
How many skills can I? Wait, no.
What?
Sorry, I don't know what skills I have trained or not. It's done automatically, right? But like I have free choice of what.
Yes, they will be linked to like your. Okay, so basically, if you want to do your skill right now, as a Vilpin, you are already trained.
In nothing. Ooh.
Yeah, basically, yeah. There is no training via your. But is it the case with? Do I need to do conversion on that? That's possible. Let me check.
Is there any way of telling who the fuck created this?
Whatever. It's like
Abuse.
as an investigator, I can be trained in.
Okay, no,
skills
listen,
plus-
basically the race doesn't change anything, so it will be based on your background and your class. So just read what your class and background tell you can be trained in.
Okay, so training a number of additional skills equal to 4 plus your intelligence modifier. So
Don't forget you have a +1 due to your race in your intelligence modifier. So if you are at like +3, you're at +4 in reality.
yeah, so it's 8 skills.
And then you choose 8, knowing that you're already trained in some stuff due to your background being detective.
Yeah, I think it's already done automatically for that.
Detective, society
Maybe
skill,
not.
and the underworld law skill. As I present on your sheet.
No.
They are. You're trained in society.
Yes, but not underworld.
Well, we can add it. It's simple. I see you are dealing it perfect. You have +3 in like
There you go.
+6. Nice.
And now I choose 6 of them. So I'm going for this.
Why do you choose 6 on them?
Because oh wait, no, 8.
Yeah, you're
sorry.
right.
8.
The birds are giving you a 3. That's what is nice.
I'm going for.
So you're basically going to be kind of like a rogue. So expect yourself to be almost trained in everything.
Yeah.
Are we still gonna use the? Yeah, we're still using
Yes,
the.
yes, yes,
custom,
yes,
Where we get the archetype.
yes. No, you're getting the ancestry feats and the bonus feats.
Yeah, the archetype is the bonus feat stuff.
Yeah.
Six.
Oh, wait, no, this is AI. Never mind.
I what?
Ah.
Shame. That one actually came out nice, but that's AI. Ignore
What
that.
what are you talking about?
I found an image which looked okay. but
Oh,
then I realized it was AI.
you did your proficiency already?
No.
Okay.
Alright, I choose my 8 free proficiency.
You have some good. Basically, if you want to learn stuff about monsters, Lalfi, the best to have for monster is occultism, arcana, religion, nature, and society. I think it is. Yeah, because arcana for any creature that is of arcane origin, occultism is for every creature that is of occult origin, religion for all the demons and angels and that kind of stuff, nature for all the natural beasts, and society for all humanoids.
I'm gonna do this then. I'm changing some stuff.
For example, nature is probably very important in like this campaign because you're probably going to face a lot of natural creatures since you're inside the forest.
Yeah, I'm changing some stuff.
How many are there anyway? There is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 16. Yeah, you can be trained in everything except 6.
Yep.
You're going with level to gain more of them anyway, so even if you can't take some, you can always like take others.
I don't even think it's all. I think I can have something else. Yeah,
You have 10.
I have some stuff from the methodology, so
Nice.
I am trained in crafting. Okay, that's done. And gain the alchemical crafting. You start with the standard formula book.
Oh, alchemical crafting is important. Yeah, it's what you're going to use in order to create your potion and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just checking if there's not like, oh, you can have a free proficiency.
It will, when you level up, you will gain the more over time. You can, and you will probably be able to take feats that are going to give you more even if you want. So don't be too worried.
Yeah, but still, I'm checking. Okay.
You immediately add the formula for 4 common first level alchemical items to your formula book. Don't forget to do that, Lalshi.
It's on my. What do you want me to do?
You have because you're alchemically crafting, because of alchemical crafting traits, you can have 4 formula level 1 of alchemical item that you can create in your formula book.
Yes.
While the formula
I
book,
need to
it's in
choose.
crafting.
Okay.
You will be able to choose them as long as they're first level.
That was weird. Discord crashed for a second for me.
Why is it all fucking you?
Devise a stratagem and like do stuff during the fight. That's so funny.
What?
Basically, he can think about stratagem during the fight and formulate a plan of attack.
Wait, so we're both doing some other things? That's funny.
No. You are doing stuff for other via tactics that include team fight and stuff. He's just a smart boy doing smart stuff or stupid stuff,
Okay.
depending of what you roll.
Gotcha.
Okay, alchemist. Here we go. I was looking. Okay, there's nothing. What? A chemical, maybe?
What? Yeah, it's alchemical.
Okay.
Oh,
And how do I
oh no, wait, it's got fucking
levels? Alright, here I go. As long as it's level 1, you said?
Yeah, full level 1.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's AI as well.
Oh yeah, if you're looking in Pinterest, it's full of AI.
You have time to go look for that anyway. Awaken magic, caustic nectar. You're so cute. That's funny. You have like a lot of funny you can gain little awaken little stuff you can do.
Oh, I can have a bendy ham mutation. I become a noodle.
Anyway, I think we're pretty much good for today. Since you're all busy with other stuff, I will leave you at it. Thank you for being there today. We are going to prepare ourselves. Anything will be ready for next week and we will be able to play. Any last minute questions, even if I'm not going to disappear?
Bye. Bye.
Okay, I think everything is good. I will stay with you anyway. I'm not going to cut the stream because we already have more or less who are going to be your characters for the start of the adventure.
Ah, fur affinity, you'll never let me down.
Alright, goodbye everyone!
Bye bye.
Alright, that was a good session. They're all busy with their character. I mean, if they're choosing literally their picture at this point, it's because they probably are done with the important stuff. Myself, I'm going to switch to creating their races right now, which will need that I focus a bit because I will basically be transcripting stuff. And then we are going to be able to play next week, which will be running from the same hours as today to 4 hours later, 3 or 4 hours later, depending on the day. thank you everyone for coming. I hope you had a good day. I hope it was nice to see everything being planned. This time it's going to work better. And I wish you a happy rest of the week if I don't see you. But I will maybe like stream tomorrow or maybe not. We will see, depending of my mood. In any case, thank you everyone and see you soon. Bye bye.